Alright, so we're going to go ahead and set up our environment for our first project. Now we're going to install Node.js, and we're also going to install a tool called Git Bash, which is a command line tool for Windows that will give you a couple other features that the standard command line doesn't have. But in no way is it required. You can use the standard Windows command line or your terminal in Linux or Mac or whatever you'd like to use. Alright, so to download Node.js, we're going to go to nodejs.org and click on the latest stable version. Okay, I already have it here, but you'll want to download it. And then we're going to open that up. Alright, so we're going to run it. And it's just like any other Windows installer. We're just going to kind of go through it, click Next, accept the agreements, and the default folder is the program files folder, which is fine. We're going to keep all the defaults. It's going to add to path. Alright, so we'll be able to access Node and npm from the command line from anywhere. Alright, so we'll install that. Alright, so that's finished, and that's all there is to it. We now have Node on our system. Alright, next thing is going to be the Git Bash tool, and you want to go to gitscm.com, and again, you don't need this. It's just a tool that I like to work with in Windows. Alright, I'm going to click this Downloads for Windows, and we're going to go ahead and download that file. Alright, so that's all set. Let's go ahead and run it. Again, this is just a simple Windows installer. Okay, we're going to put it in the program files folder, and this stuff can all stay default. This option here, I'm actually going to choose the last one. This is going to allow us to use some extra Unix tools from the Windows command prompt. Alright, so we'll select that, and then the rest of these we'll just keep default. Okay, so that's all set. I'm going to uncheck that, click Finish, and we should have this on our desktop. Well, it usually adds it. Alright, that's fine, so we'll just go ahead and search for it. Git Bash, and I'm going to pin to the start. Actually, no, we'll just bring it. It didn't pin. Alright, that's fine. We'll just go to the actual shortcut, and let's see. I'm going to bring it down here into my taskbar. Alright, so we can now access it from here, and another cool thing that this does is, let's see, if we want to, let's say I'm going to create a folder called projects in my C drive. Alright, and if we want to open the command line in this folder, all we have to do is right click, and we have a couple context menus here. Okay, so we want to say Git Bash here, and that's going to go ahead and open up the command line for us in that folder. Alright, and we can use commands like ls and other Unix based commands. Now, just to make sure that Node was installed, we can say node v. Okay, that's going to tell us our version number. Also npm, we want to check that, and that looks good. Alright, now npm we'll get into later on. It stands for Node Package Modules, and it's basically just a package manager so that we can add and remove plugins or modules to and from our application. Alright, so that's going to be it for now. In the next video, we'll look into npm more, and we'll also look at a basic HTTP server using Node.js.